Well, here we are. Again, it's cold in this garage, and my little buddy's right here. What do you want, Chubbs? You want to come up here? All right, come on. Over here. Come on. And little Chubby's here. Came back from the vet. He's doing much better now. He has a little liver problem, so I've been giving pills for that, and he has, well, they said he had Cushing's disease, which dogs do get it, but it's also horses and stuff get it too. And basically, you can kill them without warning. They just go. So anyway, the vet said, took a look at his blood tests, and he's doing better. It's the enzyme that has a Cushing's disease had dropped from, let's see, what was it? It was 500 to 230, so it's going down. And his liver, that stabilized around 200. So I still got to give him pills for it, but he's still doing good. And so that's one little thing we had going on. And oh boy, the M37 is trying to talk to me, I think. It's making noise. Anyway, so yeah, so he's doing better. And I came back from having my doctor appointments and stuff, and I got a clean bill of health there. Cardiologist, my oncologist says, yep, you're going to be in your second year of remission from the cancer. So he said everything looks good. All the blood tests look good. So that's another one. So that's number 2. And of course, we've been working on this thing, not as much as I like, because it's been really cold here. It's even snowed here before. Today's the first day it's actually going to hit 52 outside. But what Ron did for my birthday, which is on the 15th, and yes, I'm 74 years old now, and he got me all the parts for the framework, for the canvas top, for the cab, and the magic price and stuff on those, like the cab support tube is like $30. Of course, it needs a couple of them. Right and left supports on the top. Those are $50 each. Hey there, Chubbs, don't move. Don't move. Okay. And then the long one is the cab top bow, and that was $75. This all comes out of Midwest Military, the same place. These guys pretty much have all the parts for an M37 you'd ever want. There are very few times I've ever come up having to go anywhere else. Big Mike's Motor Pool is another one we can get parts, but Midwest Military has a lot of parts. So yeah, so I've been trying to just to take a look at what that looks like, since I don't have all the parts yet. I need a lot more. I think Steve Rain said he had some parts for it, because he put Jeeps and stuff together. But anyway, I have to find out from him what else he has. But yeah, so everything's going right along. We've done a lot of stuff this last year on the M37. Cleaned it up. Now I get to put the dog down. I'm going to take you around here. Yeah, right. No, Chubbs. All right. Well, of course, we have all the paint done. All the new reflectors are in. And painted all the doors. Those doors are the last things I've done. I didn't have them painted before. And anyway, here's what the supports are going to look like. I mean, get this. I only put a nail in there. I'm going to use carriage bolts to put it together. But yeah, so they're going to go back there, and then I have got to get the top supports for it. Those go all the way to the frame of the top of the windshield. But so yeah, we got that. I've got the door open here on the side because I'm going to check out the regulator there. I got the panel off on that one, painted now of course. But the other one, that window doesn't roll up by itself, so I got to take that panel off too. But other than that, things are coming along. It's been over a year. I've been working on this thing. So, let's see, what else? Oh yeah, of course we have the engine in there. And I'm trying to do this because I can't keep it on the tripod, so I got to move it around. But anyway, there's the inside of our engine. And we had to forego the waterproof spark plugs and use standard plugs on it because at the time I didn't have the waterproof wires for it. Not enough anyway, and the ones I had were so old they were just crumbling. Although the ends of these were actually built for this one, for this car or truck, whatever, the M37. And the biggest problem we had was that linkage down there. It used to get hung up. That was the other problem I had when I was driving it before. And then the other one we have is the float needle. Let's see if I can get over there so you can see it. Anyway, the float needle, there's the gas line's going in there, the little brass thing there. That's where the float needle is in behind there. And this one has like a spring on it, but for some reason it is shutting the gas getting to the float. So I've changed the float needle a couple of times to a couple of different ones, and it still doesn't want to, well, it still doesn't want to get the float to the right level. That's why it wasn't idling right before, because the gas flow was kind of weird. I got a gas regulator in there, a fuel regulator. It's set to about 3 pounds, and could have used a regular the mechanical pump because it still works, but problem with that is around the housing was starting to leak, so it wasn't going to be very safe. Although it still will still pump fuel out. So being over 72 years old, it's still working, just like the regulator over there, the generator, I mean everything. Pretty much a lot of the old parts. But the only thing I've changed that's new in there is, you know, the spark plugs. That carburetor is a new one, and let's see, the distributor coil. And the coil I changed that one, the spark coil, but that's built into the bottom of the distributor. Sounds like a dog is gripping something up. I don't know what. But anyway, yeah. So I had come pretty far really, and I did put a new drive shaft in this because it was removed. I had to buy one, and I got one in. That's why on one of my videos you saw I can actually drive this thing. And I don't know what he wants. He's making noise. But yeah, it's for the year, it's been pretty good. Getting everything painted. That was the other thing, of course. Getting all that done on old Sgt Bilko here. So yeah, it's kind of a slow process when you want to go ahead and build these things. And it's not a resto mod by any means. It's got all the original stuff. So, Chubby, what do you want? Well, you go outside. Ooh, ooh. Anyway, so yeah, so it's something else. And then the tank is, like I said, I've got a 5-gallon tank, and of course the original tank is it's gummed up so bad it's actually solid in there, so that's going to have to come out. But in the meantime, I'm going to use that 5-gallon jerry can. That's for the fuel can, and then I got to do the benches and stuff like that in the back. But yeah, so there we are. Chubby, what do you want to say? You're making so much noise. What?
What? Oh, yes, I know. Okay, all right, I hear you. Say Merry Christmas to everybody. Okay, all right, I hear you. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I can tell he's a kid. All right, well, that's going to be it for now. Merry Christmas, everybody. Talk to you guys later.